back, and I really feel like this is a moment. Ooh, and I got this cardigan from Walmart. It's so cozy. It's huge. I got the 4X for anybody out there who's a big back. Yes, bitch, and my back fit in it too, bitch. Yee. But yeah, I feel so cozy right now. And I'm grateful because I got some not so cozy shit to talk about. So, I'm gonna let folks get up in here. I didn't put a title on this one because I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. I feel like I'm gonna see what happens and go from there. But thank you. Believe it or not, I was butt naked like 5 minutes ago. As I said, this is a cardigan. I put a tie in the back. I got this from Walmart. It is so comfortable, so cozy. And just so you can see, this is backwards, but you can't really tell, bitch. I might put a brooch. Anyways, but hey, what up, Chili? I hope you're doing well. Ooh, before I begin, I want to say that we're gonna do a dinner tonight. I've been hosting a dinner on Alterel. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Hey Mish, I hope you're doing good. But yeah, tonight I'm hosting a dinner on Discord. If you added me on Discord and I didn't add you into the group yet, just PM me. It's nothing shady. It's really just I have one brain cell, bitch. So please no, it's nothing shady. Just PM me. But yeah, no, dinner's gonna be at 8. I believe we always do dinner at 8 on Sundays. And this Sunday, the dinner suggestion, it's just something I floated in the chat. Just keep that in mind. If you ever have any ideas for how dinner could be more dynamic, more connecting, more joyous, more silly, or even more supportive, please let us know. But I just decided that if folks had any art that maybe would reflect how they're feeling, some art that would maybe just speak for them, or give them something to kind of jump off of in conversation. I feel like sometimes the dinner goes till midnight. It really depends. We've only done it a handful of times, so it's not like it's everybody clicked up. You know what I mean? It's not like that. But so far, it's been really beautiful. I do want to say that so far I've been asked for it to continue to be BIPOC. So if you are a white person, just pause because we're trying to figure out. Like I'm talking to a couple white folk right now about how to create a Discord with other folks of color and white folks so that we can steward a more equitable space. And so if you're a white person and you want to be, cultivating fellowship, support, connection, please reach out because it would be helpful. Your dog is gay. Great. Celebrate them. Pride's coming up. Make sure you bring them to the parade, babe. Don't have them missing out on festivities and fellowship and communion. No, we can't get married. I'm so sorry. But thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Um, Trilly, I'm gonna need you to get Dill up out of here. We gotta release the house. Thank you. Thank you. I had nothing to say to that. I had no comment. I had no comment. But anyways, I'm gonna be real with you. This chat a little pointed. So if anybody don't want to be in this chat, I'm trying to give you a little disclaimer right the fuck now. Thank you again. This is a Walmart cardigans. It is backwards for any girls out there who want a little tip and a trick. You just gotta tie it in back, bitch, and sit in your computer chair. And bitches won't even know nothing. They won't know a thing. Now if I get up, you gonna know something. But I'm saying though, it's giving big back. Um, let's get BBD out of here. It's giving cop. It's giving snitch. Thank you. Truly, I appreciate you. Truly, listen, I got shooters up top in the F1. I feel so motherfucking blessed. Triple A Mommy, thank you so much. Thank y'all are so kind. Again, this is a Walmart sweater under $20. Anybody that wants to look like you got a little bit of money, if you want to look like you bathed today a little bit, you want to look like you have some perfume on, bitch. Again, this is a big ass sweater. It's a 4X, and it's one of those big sweaters, bitch. If you like to be swaddled, if you're a swaddle type bitch, this is the one. And again, bitch, I've been trying to go to thrift shops. I've been thrifting. I've been thrifting. But bitch, I needed something for an interview real quick, bitch. So a little cardigans, a little black dress, a little gold belt. You know what I mean? Just to pull up my waist. You know what I mean? Thank you. Y'all are super kind. Thank you so much. My period about to start, so I really needed this. Thank y'all for boosting me. Cause it's the way that I'm feeling like All Girl from the Dark Crystal. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It's gonna scare you. I'm sorry. But that's how I feel inside, bitch. I feel like All Girl, bitch. And if you end up watching the Dark Crystal, when All Girl like squats down, bitch, that is literally me. Like when she's like when she acting like that, yo, that's me, bitch. I'm doing an interview. No, I did an interview. I don't think I got the job, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's okay. I feel like I probably would have heard by now, but you know how they be. I feel like when you get the job, you be knowing real quick. I feel like when you get the job, it'd be like 2, 3 days max. And they'd be like, bitch, it's you, you know? So I already know I'm not single, unfortunately, you know? But I am a hoe. So, anyways, as I said I'm coming out here. I'm not barking. I'm not barking. You're gonna have to send the 10 and see what happens. Anyways, so with that being said, I wanted to come here to talk about something very serious, but I know that we're just being so because of that, I feel like I'll just float what I want to talk about and see if anybody cares, and if not, we can move on. But basically, there is a conversation unfolding right now, and it really does involve us mixed people, and it does involve Black cis women who are perhaps thinking about having a child with somebody white. And I really would appreciate if anybody in those groups, mixed folk and Black women who want to, have a baby with a white man, or any man who is not Black, I would just appreciate if you would kick it here for a second and just give me your thoughts. If you don't mind, if it would be a bother, please choose yourself. Please choose yourself. But I've been seeing a conversation floating around the internet that's got me a little bit, hmm. And I wanted to ask a question because I wanted to just hear from people that maybe affected and or maybe thinking this way. But I've been noticing that there's a big conversation talking about, oh, Galzo, I'm glad. Thank you so much. Of course. Um, I'm crying. As I was saying, I've been seeing a conversation unfolding that's been kind of like, how do I bring this up? People have been making the remark that if you have a Black mother and not a Black father as a biracial person, you are somehow a better biracial. And I'm not sure if anyone's heard that critique. And I'm also not sure if anybody's heard critique that there are Black women saying, if I carry a baby and it comes out of me, that baby is Black. I am not sure if other folks are hearing this, but I've been hearing this for a few months now. And I noticed a conversation unfold very strangely on threads. And so I really wanted to bring this to folks that I feel like would care. Galzo, I appreciate. Listen, I appreciate. If you have a father in general, you're doing better. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Baby Ethernet. Baby Ethernet. Okay. Again, I was just sitting here like, okay, so y'all are saying that y'all want the biracials with Black mamas and white daddies to come to the function and have a picture of their white daddy and their Black mom. Because that's what it's giving. It's giving like the reverse of everything that's happening right now, where people are showing baby pictures and Black relatives. Like now it's giving like if you show a Black woman, you are Black. Like if you show a Black mother and or grandmother, perhaps, I'm not sure. Again, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I'm asking. Okay, somebody said they have a Black mom, white father. Tell us more. Tell us more. Are you feeling like having a Black mother is something more significant? Do you feel like if you had a white mama, it would be different? Montelmo, excuse me. My bad for giving you a short name for no reason. But Montelmo, thank you. Because listen, I hear me out. As a not biracial, but I'm not trying to do all this. I'm just saying I have a white passing parent. And so I'm not trying to make it seem like no, it can't be. It can't be the Black mama, white daddy biracials. It's not that. It's me just trying to hold that we're all whole mixed people. That we should not be using any Black parents' ancestry or existence or not to be making it seem like that is why we are the way we are. Okay, wait, hold up, because the chat is jumping. You said the white father is somehow a trophy. Why not just respect all fathers? Hear me out. My thought process is this: if you have a white father, how is that? How, like, I feel like they're like between me and you is giving mammy, and I'm not sure people are seeing it that way. It's giving my black mother is gifting me blackness. It's giving my black mother's gonna do work on my behalf in a way that my white mother could never. And I hear y'all, but it's very much like and again, people will say like, "Oh, so your other side of the family wasn't around," as if like blackness is the default because the other parent wasn't parenting, and I'm just not understanding the math. And I know the math don't even add up, but I'm just trying to get folks to like talk about it a little bit more because again, I've seen black women say straight up, I've encountered mixed people with black moms and they were awful too. And it's awkward because it's like, then what? You know what I mean? Then what now? Now folks gonna be fighting for the special biracials, bitch. This is the slippery slope shit because it's like that's why I've been trying my best to say we are whole mixed people. We're not fractions of anything. We have whole experiences as mixed people. Our experiences are different. There's not one mixed experience. There are many different experiences, just like there's not one black experience. Just like there are times where black folks say stuff and some black folks don't get the joke. Like again, it's the ways that people really want folks to be a tribe, but that's not possible. Some of us are not part of the tribe, and that's okay. We can be something else. We can be perhaps protectors, allies, accomplices. There's so many other roles to wear. We don't have to try to replace, clone, emulate, erase. You know, like we don't have to do those things. But again, it's the ways that the discourse is very much like I literally saw someone that is really, really, really popular say African matriarchy is what they're on. And I'm sitting here like, babe. And again, it's the way that I really just sat with how there's so many black women being pit against trans people. Meanwhile, trans people are the closest people to black cis women in terms of proximity to motherfucking marginalization. And yet, I do not see the same push to align with trans people that I see to align with white dick and creating mixed kids that are better than the ones that are made by white bitches. Ooh, this critique is so dusty and sad, and it makes me stressed because I seen this is what really forced me to talk. I seen a white bitch in the comments, and again, if you want to go on my threads name is Chonky Buds, and um I posted the thread. I don't know how to crumb on me, bitch. I posted the thread on my story on Chunky Buds on Instagram, and I want to just be candid that like I wasn't even about to like fight. I said my piece to the original creator, and I basically said like I was like I mean this with so much respect, but this is dangerous. I was like because what are we expecting that like these biracials are going to perform what like what are we expecting from people who are mixed in a particular way? Like this isn't being fleshed out. Like it just seems like folks want to acknowledge that they're raising better mixed children than white women. That's not a hard thing to do, like real, but more importantly, like making it seem like folks that have a black mama and a white daddy are more adjusted in what exactly. As I've tried to share before, like the mixed community is a real thing. Mixed people have a community. Our parents spend time posting our photographs online and getting us sexualized and fetishized. People are constantly posting photos of us as children. Like we have a community. We're engaged in weird shit, very strange things. And so with that being said, I'm bringing this up because I again, I'm listening to black women who are saying things like, if I carry a baby by a white man, that's a black baby. And I'm like, okay. And again, there's a part of me that feels like, as I said earlier in a few videos ago, that there are a lot of black men that are trying to seemingly colonize non-black women by creating black children with non-black women. And so getting back to the last point I was trying to make, there was a white woman who said in the comment section of this post, and as I said, I posted the post on my story, but this white woman said, I'm a white woman who was raised by a black woman. That made my ears perk up because I'm like, ooh, why was a black woman raising you? Okay. I'm still listening though. Then she goes on to say that she has biracial children, half black, half white, and she made sure black women helped her raise these kids. And I'm just sitting here like, what was the relationship? Like, why were black women raising your kids with you? That is fascinating. Like, I wanted her to talk more, but at some point, she basically said, like, my kids are black, you know, and I'm grateful and I never kept them away from, their black side. And I'm just like, how did you get to the your kids are black? I'm reading all of this and I'm like, wait, are you trying to say that these black women mammied your kids? They mammied your children into what? Like, I'm literally looking at this and I'm disgusted. I'm stressed the fuck out. And I'm telling her, your kids are mixed, baby. I was like, they're whole mixed kids. And I was like, and you really have to like get the bitch gonna start telling me, well, I have a grandchild. She has two white grandparents and two black grandparents. What is she? I'm like a whole mixed person. I'm like, sweetie, why are you playing this game with me? She at some point was like, oh, it's giving blood quantum. I'm like, girl's giving blood quantum, but I'm like, why are you erasing your whiteness from your children? Why are you erasing that you're the white mother of these children? Why are you erasing yourself? I don't get that. And again, there are black women in the comments like, good job, Sheila. And I'm like, why is this a good job? What? So yeah, I'm bringing this shit up. I'm behind in the chat. The last chat I seen was I'm adopted, so I was raised in a white household. My bio mom is black, and my dad is either white or biracial mix. So I took a DNA test. Okay, all right, Danny, tell us more. You're Italian and Puerto Rican. Okay, Italian and Puerto Rican. Tell me more. It's because folks feel like black women will ensure that their kids will be more socialized as black as opposed to having a black father because they're probably not present. Bitch. Okay. Also, I have a fruit fly infestation, bitch. Like, please don't judge me, but I left a motherfucking a paracord in a cup, and I discovered it, and they was fucking in there, bad dog. And so, I'm slowly killing them. I put some wine and some dish soap in a cup, and I know that they're dying, but not fast enough. So, just PS, if you see something floating around, you know, I'm gonna start naming them, bitch. What was that last one's name? Just give me one. Give me a name. A little bit of magical Negro energy, bitch. Red PNW. Tell me more information about how I'm obsessed with race. Tell me more. Even though interracial has been around forever and it never mattered before our timeline and after, exactly. Someone saying it's not anti-black, it's literally both ways. Kay, tell me more. I'm crying. You know what makes me laugh? When people think that you're locked into the matrix because you're talking about the effect of anti-blackness. Notice, red PMW, I'm not sure if you're white, you're giving white. Even your talking points are giving white. So even if you're not white, I just need you to know your behavior is giving white. That's what's giving you away. And if you have a white ancestor like myself, I really hope that you take this opportunity to listen because you may not have much to offer. It's a hard thing for some of us privileged people to hold that sometimes we really don't have much to offer, that really we need to sit down and listen. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to catch something. We'll be able to maybe build off of a thought we already had or that we finally heard. I hope that happens for you. But again, what I feel bad for is when people try to diminish the act of anti-blackness and creating whiteness, because that's the reality of this. Whiteness is not real. Notice, white people right now are crying, screaming, wondering where they're really from. There's no white land. There's nothing of the sort. A lot of them, what they don't want to hold is that their family may have hidden rich ancestral blood of all different types of people. But at this point, they've been focused on colonizing and breeding out the color. And that's multiple ethnicities. Like when we talk about Indian folk, a lot of times we're talking about the Brahmin, right? I want y'all to pay attention because what I'm talking about right now is what's happening across global. It's global. And so just like we know that there are a lot of white native people right now, and it's fascinating because it's the way that folks be acting like that's just normal. It's just normal that all the native folk that we be encountering look white. It's not. Y'all are mixed. It's okay. But talk about the being mixed. Talk about that. Because again, it's the way that some folks aren't mixed. And it's the way that folks don't want to hold that that mixes the privilege, but it's also a politic. And so again, what makes me feel bad is when people want to reduce what I'm talking to the matrix. It totally dismisses the fact that that person has power in the like for you to even be able to say it's the matrix. That's how privileged you are, that you think I'm talking about something that you don't need to hear about, that it don't have nothing to do with you. That's part of the matrix that you need to what? Act like don't exist. You're literally showing me that I'm not in the matrix, that a lot of us are living in a reality that you're unwilling to hold. I've said this before. Some of us refuse to accept the truth because we'd have to break the illusion in our own mind. So if you're convinced that this is a matrix and that someone's obsessed about race, you're not going to take on any information. You're literally telling me you're going to be unteachable this entire time. Why would you go somewhere where someone's being so passionate and trying to share if you don't care about taking anything in or even sharing thoughts without being patronizing? Your energy is giving you really don't give a fuck, which is just fine. But let's be real. Let's be real. If you really didn't care, you wouldn't spend your energy. You're spending your energy trying to get me to think that what I'm talking about doesn't matter to you, which means you can leave. And it wouldn't bother me or you, right? But you want to be heard. Why? Why do you want to be heard being dismissive? What's the point of that? And again, it goes back to whiteness is not just how people look. Whiteness is about wasting people time. Whiteness is about telling people the wrong information and stepping back and watching them disintegrate. That's why white people operate how they do. It's very covert. So you look like the aggressor when you react to the abusive behavior. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm going to sit here and look at you in your face and tell you that if you really don't care, you can leave. Being regulated is so sexy, ain't it? It took a long time, but please know if you spaz out, crash out on a white person for fucking with you, you're not bad. A lot of times they're doing this shit on purpose. They want you to feel crazy, bitch. It's unfortunate, but that's how it's been lasting this long. They make folk feel crazy. They do. They do. And with that being said, I want to suggest a video. It's called I Am Mad and So Are You. And it's by a creator called Falasi Noor. And they talk about just the madness of being a Black person in a white supremacist world. And I really hope that folks watch it and hold that if you at all feel empathy and also like this is describing an experience that you vaguely feel in some ways, I'm hoping that you show love to the creator. Their name is Falasi Noor, PHILOSYNOIR. And the video is called I Am Mad, But So Are You, or I Am Mad and So Are You. And I feel like it's a companion piece to their previous work called Negrescence, where they're talking about like becoming aware that they're a Black person in this society, which I really appreciated because I think about how they remind me of like if James Baldwin had like a child that existed in this earth, like if James Baldwin and their partner in France like had a baby, like I feel like that's who this is. And that's just me. But honestly, if I'm being super, super candid, I feel like saying anything about James Baldwin and them, it's like just as a compliment because like their mind is. Oh man, I love gay people so much. Like we're so cool. Anyways, people make up all these rules and still be wrong, babe. I am 35, thank you. You don't understand why or how Black wealthy people feel they're better than lower social class, so we all the same. I mean, unfortunately, I think for like people that have money and access in a society that's telling you that like you're nothing without those things, I think it's really easy to think that you have some worth that's like better or different than other people simply because you're not existing as the signifier for lack or the bad one. And again, it's the ways that I've never had anyone really like be surprised that I'm smart or be surprised about how I speak. But there have definitely been moments where I'll be around Black folks and folks will be like, oh my God, like you speak so well. And all the things that they project on Black folk, like again, the way Black women will be candid about how people have told them, I thought you were going to be mean. for no reason. And so again, it's the ways that people will look at black people and project upon them. That's not happening to us mixed people. It's not. And even if it does happen, a lot of times we're able to call it out right then and there, and then they feel like a dumbass bitch. And it's really wild the amounts of times where I've said something about anti-blackness very casually and things just shifted. People were making moves, people were giving a fuck. And again, it's the ways that I've absolutely been trying to uplift something on behalf of deep dark skinned people, and have had people drag me in a way that I have never been dragged in order to kind of silence these deep dark skinned people. They weren't trying to drag me, they were dragging me in the spirit of shut the fuck up about deep dark skinned people, shut the fuck up about being a light skinned person. We're not going to do this work, so you better stop it. And again, there are so many lighter skinned people who are crashing out right now, and it's very much a moment that I'm trying to, if I see one of my people out here, I try to share with them as much as I can, because I'm not ever trying to be like, oh, y'all need to get it together. Like, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that at all about, especially about other mixed people not being where they need to be. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, time's running out. Like, that's not how I want to move. But again, it's the ways that seeing the ways that some of us mixed lighter skinned people, I know there are brown skin and darker skin mixed people. I'm talking about my people. The way us lighter skinned mixed people operate in black spaces, and the way that we feel so safe to say our piece and like derail conversations. And again, I'm trying to like show up and say, hey, we're doing that. That's true. Thank you. And just uplifting, because again, it's the ways there's so many of us lighter skinned people trying to make sure people know like we're not the bad ones. And it's like we are. We are, and we just have to sit with that. Like, it's the way that that all these white people are like, I'm white, but I'm not a white supremacist. And it's like, you are. Like, I'm a colorist, and like I don't want to be a colorist, of course, but like I am. And so me holding that I'm a colorist means, what can I do? What can I do to unlearn that? What can I do to fight against it? But it's the way that white people want to sit up here like, oh no, I'm not the bad thing, and it's like, yeah, but you're the tool of it. So get comfortable being called a white supremacist. Get comfortable so that when people call us out, they don't gotta tiptoe and be like, oh, some of y'all, not all of y'all. Like, that's such a dance that people have to do when they're already being harmed, is try to make sure that they don't offend the rest of us. Bitch, group us all together. Honestly, like I want to be so candid. As much as it hurts to know that anybody could see me and be worried about how I'm going to treat them, it also feels good to know that like there are people saying like, I don't want to coddle light skinned people. It feels good to share those sentiments, because again, I've been coddled. People have been really nice to me when I was fucking up. People really tolerated my behavior. And again, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, woe is me. I'm saying that to say, bitch, I ain't dying from telling the truth. Am I throwing up? Am I dying? No. I'm trying to just be candid that like we're going to fuck up, but how we're gonna move forward? How are we gonna hold that we fucked up? How are we gonna be willing to sit with that over time? There's gonna be new people that find me and ask me why I was saying certain shit, why I was doing certain shit. I'm ready to talk to them with grace and empathy. Was I always? Fuck no. And so that's why I'm trying to hold that. Like, I know not everybody ready to say it nicely. I know not everybody not scared. I know not everybody doesn't have anxiety, but I promise you, being honest about the ways you fucked up, it's so fucking rewarding, because you actually get to be in reality with everybody, not just the fucking oppressors around you. I'm telling you, the more you tell on your past behavior, the more you can acknowledge, oh shit. And over here too, and over here too. And again, the more I talk about being a colorist, the more I talk about having light skin privilege, the more I see clearly how white people are operating in a way that, again, allows me to talk to them a little bit more intimately. And I'm not doing this for white people, but I am trying to consider that, like, I don't always need to be around black folk to do any work. Like, I feel like there are a lot of times where the white people I've been kicking it with for years, I could probably roll up on them and say something to them and maybe shift something from going fucking left, maybe for somebody the fuck else. But I'm just trying to remember that I don't know shit. I'm listening. I'm trying to stay a listener. And if I stay listening, maybe I can learn and maybe I can share something that's worth fucking sharing because I know I've shared stuff that really wasn't worth sharing. And it takes a lot of time to realize that, especially as a lighter skinned person. Like sometimes we really be thinking we have a lot to offer. We really fucking don't. And again, I'm trying to just remember that for myself. And so I feel like I don't really have too much more to offer in this conversation other than I'm really hoping that white women stop lying to their children and telling them that, like, because they're browner skinned, that they're black people. Stop erasing yourself from your white children's lineage. It's very strange. Very strange. And I even told her, I'm like, it's giving self-hate. Like, why you hate yourself? Why you don't want your babies to claim their whole identity? And then she's like, well, my children are grown now. I'm like, that's even more, that's sad. That's really sad. Like, this was a horror story, bitch. Because the way she's talking about having black women around her to raise her kids and they're all grown now, I'm like, ew. Ew, like imagine like you are helping this white bitch raise her brown children and now she using you to make it seem like her kids are black. See, they got honorary black support. It's just, I don't know. It's the way that people talk about black women or black people helping them raise their mixed kids that just gives like fucking just breeding farms on its head type shit. Like, bitch, back in the day, they used to have a white baby and a black baby strapped to two different breasts. And now it's what? Now black women are caring for biracial children that white women are birthing. I don't get it. Like, do you hear what I'm saying? There are black women who are literally offering child care support to white women who don't have black men seemingly in their lives. And then talking about it. And as I said, the post was about how black women with white men are creating the better biracials. And this white woman was like, yeah, I even got one of those black women to raise my biracial babies. Girl, nobody clocked her. Everybody was patting her back. I was sick. I'm like, do folks not see this? And again, the way I was the only one that said, bitch, you already told me that you use black women as mammies for your children. So we don't really got too much to talk about. Like, I was really trying to help her, but she kept on being like, my kids are black. Like, how dare you? She's like, as a white woman, I can't police my children's blackness. She really said that. She said right now. I just want to put it out there so people know what's going on. People that much anymore. They still be trusting me every now and then, bitch. I look like the Pine Saw lady a little bit. So I feel like they be thinking I'm a, you know what I mean? But nowadays, bitch, low-key, bitch, this is so random. But why is a white man with a MAGA hat on? Bitch, and I had a big-ass pear in my pocket. And I was about to bean that bitch. And it's like, it's the way I was standing there, just looking at him like, I'm about to hit you with this pear, bitch. And he was looking at me like, and here's the weirdest part. He was built like a very old cigarette, bitch. He was built like the oldest cigarette. Like, he was this big, bitch. But he was still acting like he was about it. And I was like, girl. So I low-key kind of backed the fuck up a bit. Like, I just kind of like, I let him walk by. But when he came out, I had already decided, like, I'm not going to jail for this. Like, I had one moment where I was like, you know what? I just want to pop him on the head one time, see if I can get the hat to fall off of the pear. I ended up eating the pear. It was okay. It should have hit him, though. It really should have been used for that. It wasn't so good that I regret. I regret it for real because it's like, damn. Yeah. But again, it's the ways that you be wanting to, like sometimes. Sometimes, like I know these white people be thinking I'm gonna be nice, and I feel like that's a whole nother layer to this. It's like white people really don't expect me to be mean to them. They don't expect me to be rude to them. It's very fascinating. Like if a white bitch hit me in the grocery store and I say something, the bitch be really scared. And it's funny because it's like you were so scared that you bumped me, but now you're scared I'm acknowledging you. Like that is fascinating. Like they be acting like they don't care, and then ooh. Not they had a flood of women wanting mixed kids during 2016, 2018. Here's my thing. I don't think people haven't wanted mixed kids this whole time. I feel like there have been a desire to have biracial children, to have mixed children. I just think like I think it's frowned upon at this point to be talking about it. If you want to be serious, like I really think it's at this point people are like, why do your babies gotta be mixed? Now, people can ask that. Back in the back, people will really act like, oh, that's love is love. Like now we can actually talk about why people will want to have mixed children. But before we couldn't really talk about it. And even people fetishizing mixed kids, people couldn't really say like there's something off there because people would be like, oh, you don't like interracial relationship. And I feel like that's another layer too, is like when people say they don't want to be dating out or they want to date, people in their race, not white people, because let's be real, we know why y'all want to do that. Anyways, so it's the ways that like when non-white people like are like, oh, I'm actually Gucci, I don't want to fuck with y'all. It's the way that they know, like they feel so hit, like the way they feel like that's racist. And it's like, is it really racist? Or like are we holding that like y'all have privilege in this society in a way that doesn't always like allow us to like have our full autonomy? And again, I'm not gonna even play with y'all. Like dating a white passing person is not the same as dating a white person, but there definitely are overlaps for fucking sure. And we both have had like Caucasian people around us in certain degrees. And so we both are very much aware of how left shit can go. And but I feel like at the same time, I feel like they still have had more agency than me. And so even though I'm aware shit could go left being around my white friends, that don't mean I'm safer or protected. And looking white and being white, those are close enough to where you might be able to beat the case. So with that being fucking said, I think that the ways that I see the world, the way my partner sees the world, it's still not the same. Despite us both being mixed people, we live at different spectrums of pigmentocracy. And so I don't have the complexion for protection all the time. And have I been protected? Absolutely. But there's going to be times where people are like, that's the black one. And I never know when that is. There's going to be times where they're like, that's the Cambodian one. I never know, bitch. So it's the ways that like when I leave my house, I really don't know what people see. I really don't know how they're gonna treat me. And so I gotta be ready for fucking anything, bitch. I'd be ready to speak, I'd be ready to use a British accent. I'd be ready to speak the limited Italian I know, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Like whatever the situation requires, I'm gonna do it. And I know that this is not necessary. This is not a black experience. Like when people give you a chance to maneuver around, like that's not typical. And it's the ways that like there have been moments where people thought I was something else. And so they treated me differently. And it's the ways that there are times where people think that I'm a black person and they offer me a piece of shit as an offering. And I tell them, hey, this isn't okay for anybody to have. And they're like, no, 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 don't you understand? Like, you're black. This is why I'm doing this. And it's awkward because it's the ways that, like, people have tried to tell me that I'm black and therefore this is what happens to black people. And it's the ways that until I started to, like, be more candid about, anti-blackness, started talking to white people about, erasure, mixed people in black spaces. It's only recently that I feel like white people have been really sitting with the fact that everybody's not black. But that's the thing, like there are still so many black men being like, because I feel like that's the main culprit at this point. I'm bringing up some black cis women who are adding to the adding to the shit show, but there are a lot of black men who are like, oh no, 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 you black. And it's like, why are you telling that white lady she's black? Why? And again, it's the ways that I'm not trying to ask why anybody says anybody is black, because it's the way that, like, as someone who was holding my black identity or my black ancestry as if that was my black identity, I have to hold that. It's a personal thing. If you decide to go that route, things gonna happen. Lots of things gonna happen. Who knows what's gonna happen? It's hard to know. Like there are people like Pink, Doja Cat, Amber Rose, people that have been black for temporarily. I'm not trying to be a part of those people, but I'm trying to hold that like it's something that happens to us mixed people, or even like us mixed people being able to choose, like, yeah, we're going to say we're aligning with blackness, and even all the things that happen after that. Like there's layers to being seen as a black person because you have black ancestry, and there's a difference between that and being a black person. And I just want to hold that because I know that there are people that will think like, oh, blood quantum. And there can be light-skinned black people. Like, I just don't want to go down that fucking road, friends. Like, because at this point, it's the way that people are saying shit like, oh, if you're 20% non-black, you don't have to claim that. And it's like 20% non-black at this point means a great grandparent, right? Which means that like one of the grandparents is mixed. Again, I'm not trying to play with anybody. I'm just saying that like we're in a time where people are trying to make caveats so mixed people can be in black spaces. And I'm trying to hold that like this is dangerous. Like us mixed people being in black spaces is dangerous as fuck. And no one was gonna tell me that. No one was gonna tell me that. I'm grateful black folks made content to share with other black people and to talk to their community. Because had I not been in the like again, I've made so much content. I'm gonna share more posts on my community posts because again, I just want to uplift how I got here, uplift all the conversations that happened around me to get to this point because I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I just knew this. No, a lot of black people were being very candid and vulnerable with me, and also candid and vulnerable in public spaces that were, I don't want to say gate kept, but like if you weren't on Clubhouse during the pandemic, you missed a lot. And it's unfortunate because again, there are so many people talking about all types of things within the black community, and like a conversation can really take off, and next thing you know, there's a movement, a hashtag, like you really don't know what you don't know. So trying to just hold that there's more information out there and share it. But I'm going back to the chat. I just want to get this all out before I got caught up with the chat because y'all are y'all are funny, but y'all will really have me just talking about 30 different fucking topics, bitch. And I already have ADHD, bitch. I can't suffer no more. You said people are so easily impressionable. It's true. Happy birthday story. When I see a brother fall into this type of thinking, I feel bad. You fully locked into the matrix. This female threatening only people they can bully, never someone like Ronda Rousey. What? I don't even understand what this white person is trying to say. I really don't get it. Most white men, we go for Latinas, white women, and Asian. I'm crying. Hear me out. I don't give a fuck what white men want to do. I didn't come here to talk to you. I didn't come here to talk to you. I mean, that was so much disrespect. Like, I did not come here. Unless you're a white man about to be with a black woman and you think that your children are going to be black no matter what, then I want to talk to you. But if you're a white man trying to tell me how y'all typically like whatever the fuck, I don't care. And again, Latina is not a race, just so you know. Latina is not a race. Love you. Again, there's nothing wrong with being mixed or biracial, but it doesn't make you black. Again, Trilly, thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. It be your own race, culture, people, truly. Not black by proxy. Someone said if Mexicans thought like this, we'd never get anywhere. Baby, the Mexicans, baby, I don't even want to go there with you because I could tell Red PNW that like you're just saying whatever you want to say. Like I can really tell at this point PNW, or red PNW, like it's clear that it's supposed to be like maybe Red Pill, Northwest 503. That's just fine. That's really just fine. But like let's be real, like Mexican not a race either. Like the Lieutenant Dad really fucked up, y'all. Like, my God. Ay Dios mío, bitch. Ay Dios mío for real. Ay Dios mío for real. That's all I got, bitch. Because it's the way the Lieutenant Dad want to pop out all the time. It's like TikTok is really where y'all go to like really let it go. But for some reason you're in this comment section just talking and we ain't brought up y'all at all. We didn't say nothing about the Mexican folk. And it's the way that like the black Mexican folk, if I speak about the Afro Latinos, bitch, if I speak, but I'm not going to go there, bitch, because I'm gonna just motherfucking, I'm gonna just try to, let me just, because I swear, it's the way that it's free to just sit down and just like eat a snack. Like, I know you got a snack over there. I know you got something, bitch. I know you got something to eat. A family member of both races, like, I'm crying. We shouldn't care about our skin color. Scared? Tell me more. Tell me more. What a profound thought. I want to take this very seriously. We should not care about our skin color. Tell me more. See, people are calling Kamala a black biracial mixed and black at the same time, and it's awkward because again, when I pull back the layers, or rather, when I'm listening to black women talk about erasure, I'm holding that like Kamala's presidency run was actually anti-black. Not only that, but Kamala actively manipulating and gaslighting people into thinking that she was black when she could have always said, I'm mixed and I have a lot of respect and for black people. It was always on the table. But in the midst of her not giving a fuck about Palestine, in the midst of her, not in the midst of her being vice president and shit going left already and not really saying, hey, I'm already in the White House. Like, again, it's the way that they wasn't really thinking about this one. Because if they had picked someone from outside of the White House, they might have had something. But the way that she was already in there, bitch, talking about some, I got a to-do list. Start doing it now, bitch. Biden's asleep. Like, sweetie, if you're not gonna, baby, if you ain't grabbing the wheel now, and I feel like that's why, like, again, if you look at the breakdown of the voting, it was like 31, 30, 30. Trump, excuse me, yeah, it was broken down like it was split all the way. The country didn't want Trump. Some people wanted Trump because they didn't want trans people and black people and other folks who are marginalized to be fucking comfortable, safe, have support. Like, again, it's the ways that 30% of the country is controlling what happened. And it's the ways that the people that didn't vote, like myself, were just like, this is a mess. Like, how you gonna make a promise to do something when you already there? You already there. And it was awkward because again, you over here acting like, I'm a black woman. What is that doing? Pushing the idea of who is black. And again, it's the ways that Kamala's on TV, right? So we're dealing with mass communication. We're dealing with someone who we know isn't black saying, I'm the black lady that's running for president. It's the way that like there are so many people aligning around voting for Kamala still when that do not matter. Like, babe, it's just the way the psychological operating. It's making me sick, but I got some Pineapple Express, and that's why I'm not in such a bad fucking mood, despite discussing this. But the attack, like Kamala, was an attack on black women, and if people don't see it that way, that's fine. But it's the way that Kamala was always harm against black folk, and it's the way that black women voted for her in droves, in this way that just had me seeing that there is there's just so much power in manipulating people, but especially black and brown people. And I'll just leave it at that because it's the way that those of us that didn't vote, had we bothered to vote for Kamala and Curly, we wasn't going to do that. Because again, it's the ways that she wasn't really offering anything other than, I got y'all. And it's like, why don't you get us right now? Talk to some black farmers, perhaps. Like, what the fuck? Like, again, I also have to hold this, and this is on some spiritual, magical, woo-woo girly shit. We were supposed to experience Trump. I know some people don't want to hear that shit, but we live in a colonizer's imagination, bitch. Why would the colonizer imagine a light-skinned mixed woman being the next black president? It's not going to do that. It's going to give you Barack Obama. Sure thing. It's going to give you Barack Obama. It's not going to give you a black woman. It can't. Like, what black woman, like, baby, it's the way Jasmine Crockett up there, and I'm just like, sweetie, I pray they don't kill you. Like, I swear every day. I see her on TV, I'm like, okay, she's safe. Swear. Baby, the Secret Service, baby, the way they done faked an assassination attempt for Trump, like, bitch, this society could never, because it would have to reconcile with everything. There's no way a black woman getting in the office and, like, again, it's the way Candace Owens is giving, like, she's trying to run for something, bitch, and it's scaring me. It's scaring me. And I seen somebody trying to defend her and I was getting scared. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I know I'm off topic, but I'm gonna keep going. Mexican girls think like all types of things. Like, it's wild to think that you are speaking for all Mexican people. Like, that's where I'm coming from. I feel like I know I don't speak for all mixed people. That'd be ridiculous. I speak for myself. So it's wild to like say that like anything I'm saying is different from somebody that I don't know. Like, of course it is. We're all different. We all have our own thoughts, do we not? My goodness, it's the way the racists be really wanting me to like really like fold up and like curl up like a shrimp. And it's like, baby, no, I'm not curling up. I'm not shrimp. Listen, turn up the video speed. I just want to say right now, you can say whatever you want to say, but if you're not listening to black people talk about anti-blackness and how it's affecting them, it's just, it's gonna come out. Like I want all of y'all to know that. Like when you don't listen to black people and you try to talk about anti-blackness, we can hear it. Okay? We can hear it. We can all hear it. We can all hear it. Everybody that's listening to black people can hear when you're not. So keep on telling on yourself, but we can hear it. We can literally hear when you're avoiding listening to the most marginalized. We just like we can hear when you don't have any trans friends. We can hear when you don't have no poor friends. We can hear when your emotional intelligence is low. We can hear that. So again, just keeping that in mind. Like some of y'all are talking a lot and you're giving yourselves away when you could sit there and eat some food, absorb the conversation. Like really read the room. Like it's a skill. You can learn it though. I believe in you. Stay teachable. Bitch, I'm crying. Listen, these fruit flies, I'm hoping that they sit on my blunt and I just burn their asses up and they become ashes. Like that's where I'm at this point. But yeah, no. I really played myself with that pear. I'm crying. I'm crying at white people thinking that I'm in the Matrix. Not attack. I'm crying. You said olive oil? Okay, thank you. Yeah, listen, I've killed a lot of them. It don't seem like it because I am looking up like I'm scared and I'm in witness protection, but dead ass, I'm telling you, like these hoes are strong. I saw them trying to eat a banana yesterday and I had to beat their ass. Like it was really crazy. They're really going hard. Um, and see, thinking that people are obsessed about skin color when they talk about colorism and the harm done to deep dark skinned people or the harm that is perpetuated by us lighter skinned people, it's really frustrating because it's not any one black skin color that is causing them harm. It is white people's delusion. It is non-black people's delusion. It is non-black people's harm, low self-esteem. Like it's layered, but it has nothing to do with black people. I just want to put that out there right the fuck now. Nobody black is doing anything wrong. Nobody black is deserving any of this. Nobody black could do anything different that would make it seem like they ever deserved anything more or less than what's already occurring. So let's just keep that in mind when we talk about white supremacy, that it's not because of black folks' skin color. It's because white people are harming black people. Okay? Let's just remember that. Aiden, why can't it be equal? I want you to ask white people that because they know. They know. It's not about class. Like, yo, I'm so tired of white people thinking it's just about class, bro. Like, it's the way I literally was talking in like I want to say it's like R anti-fascism or something. It's like a Reddit subgroup. And I was basically posting about how like every job I get fired from, a lot of times it be anti-blackness. I didn't do nothing wrong. They just get mad because I'm not behaving in a way that they expected or they think I'm gonna fulfill. Like sometimes I get hired for a job and it's very clear with how they're treating me that they expect me to shut the fuck up and be like a dog and be like a rat. Like they don't treat me like a full human. Like in the beginning of the job, they're nice, but then at some point it just becomes like I am above you, you are below me, I'm gonna disrespect you. And I'm like trying to figure out how and why they think this is acceptable. And then that's when they do something like they lash out on me and try to make me react. And then I feel like it's on some reactive abuse shit. Like I feel like the managers be so abusive. And then when you react and you're like, I'm like, this is not okay. Like even saying like how you're treating me is unacceptable. Like they'll be like, that's a problem. That's an infraction. That's a chop. And it's like, oh, okay. So again, it's the ways that a lot of folks like, please don't feel like you're crazy. Like I swear to God, like so many jobs I've lost because they're being racist or they literally are like ableist. They hate neurodivergent people. They don't want to make accommodation. all types of things. And it's the ways that this man had me screaming because he's like, why is it everybody in management always like you could tell they was lame their whole life? You could tell they never had no motion. You could tell they'll always be at school doodling on themselves. And I was screaming, bitch, because it's just like, girl, it's like, why is that? I ain't never had a cool manager. Every manager I ever had was very much like just whack. Like even there was one that I was trying to be cool with, but I feel like even her, like I feel like she rocked with me because I think she knew like I don't know. I think she knew I had personality, bitch, and I could keep this shit cute. But I feel like at the same time, like it ain't. I ain't never had no manager. I was like, man, this is a cool person. I really like them. Like never, bitch. I be so happy when they leave early. I be so happy when they close their office door, bitch. Cause it's like I don't know what's going on. That's why I don't never want to be a manager, bitch. Cause I feel like I know they be changing. I know it be changing people. Well, white people talking about 200 years ago. What was 200 years ago? I want you to Google the 1619 project immediately. Man, the mind is a terrible thing to waste, bitch. Like, white people do not know history at all, but they feel so comfortable talking. Like that's why they always got a picture of a cat or a motherfucking sandwich. Like I swear to God, bitch, my conspiracy theory is that white people, instead of sitting with their shame, they're like just going to try to harm black people and brown people who know the truth into madness. Like that's my Orwellian thought, bitch, is that all of the like anti-blackness, all of the black death, all of especially rampant like all of this is to make people feel crazy. And I hate this because again, it's the ways there's been an uptick in child suicides, like trigger warning for just children unaliving, the ICE raids culminating in more children suicides. And again, it's the way that there are so many black folks that I'm so grateful to be in community with who are just, they're holding on, bitch, but it's not it's definitely not a time to be like, pestering people and lying about white supremacy and stuff. I just want to put it out there that I feel like if white people say something anti-black, let's just get them out of here. If they hate black people, if they think that slavery was 200 years ago, let's just get them out of here because again, it's the way that if they wanted to learn, they would be sitting quietly and googling shit. They would be writing some shit down to look up later. Like my channel's been here for over a decade. Like I've been here for 17 years. If you wanted to engage thoughtfully, you would, but you don't want to. That's fine though. Like I just need you to know, like I'm not attached to this like that. I'm here to talk to the people that want to listen and that want to connect and talk back. I don't want to talk to anybody who's lying about anti-blackness. Isn't that so boring? But that's the thing about white supremacy. White supremacy loves to waste black people time. That is the whole point of it, bitch. Waste your time or take your time. Take your life or take your time. That's really all it is. Over and over and over again. Explain it to me again. Explain it to me again. That's all it is. Tell me why I can't be racist. Tell me why I can't be anti-black. Tell me why my biracial baby can't be black. Bitch, it's just a bunch of motherfucking draining energy. Energy vampirism. Real tea. So if I see something crazy, bitch, I promise you I'm horse blinders at this point. I've cried. Monty Elmo. Not hit the DMT. Not this man telling me find myself a family oriented Mexican man who will make me a queen. Notice how I said Mexican's not a race, right? Notice that this man is telling me to find someone who is in a country that we are currently at war with to make me a queen. And if we're not talking about Mexican folks straight from Mexico, who are we talking about? The Mexican folk who are here, who are hiding the fuck out because they're being deported to Ecuador, to El Salvador rather? Like, what are you saying? Like, this is what I don't get. At no point did I say I'm looking for a boo. At no point did I say I'm hurting for romantic love, care, support. I never said that. Notice how I've been talking this whole time about mixed people encroaching in black folk spaces, and this man turned this entire conversation into me getting a boo, getting married. This wasn't about me. Notice that even when I'm trying to center the harm us mixed people can do, there's random ass people who are like, hey, let's find you a man. What is the point of this? Again, it's the ways that, like, if you're not listening, you can leave. It's the way Aiden and Red want my energy so bad. You see them? Oh, they're so obsessed with me, bitch. They're so obsessed with me. I love it. Listen, I feel like everybody who doesn't want to talk about skin color and anti-blackness, because that's what we're talking about, anti-blackness. We're not talking about skin color. We're talking about anti-blackness and colorism. We're talking about harm and erasure. If you don't want to talk about this, you get to leave. You're getting a one-way ticket to hell. You're welcome. I hope you burn, bitch. I really do. I hope you are burning up. Yeah, and this fruit fly, he said bye too. And we're gonna call him Shabu. We're gonna call this fruit fly Shabu, and Shabu says Shabai. Thank you. The person that said to stop cussing. I'm gonna get you out of here as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love it. We love it. But yeah, no, I was able to hide all the people that I wanted. I'm so grateful because you know what? When you hide somebody on the channel, they can still watch the videos. You still get the views. I love it. I love it. I love how obsessed they be getting over me, bitch. And again, it's the ways that like what I'm bringing to you is not my original thoughts. I feel like that's the other part that's like so fucking terrifying is like I'm uplifting conversations that they've been here, but it's the way people get so defensive when mixed people, you know, uplift and share and build off of like what black folks have already shared about us being in black spaces. It's really sad. It's really sad, honestly, because it means that you're not listening to black women. It means you're not listening to black women. And again, even if you do bother to listen to me, but you're not, like, you don't really give a fuck about what anyone says, really. And again, I prefer not to talk to those people. Like, I feel like, as I said, I've been trying to be like kind, but yeah, I feel like some people will really just keep on telling you, like, I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't care about black women. I don't care about the black community. Like, that's what some people are saying. Like, that's all they're saying is like they don't care about black people. And like, I don't think we need to listen to them. But yeah, like I said, I didn't title this one because I just wanted to have the convo and uplift what I saw on threads. But I feel like I'll be back and we'll talk more. But I feel like I'm gonna go out there and like look for some more information because I want to say the YouTuber Chrissy might have made a video about this. I'm not sure if she did. I want to say she did though. But yeah, I'm gonna delete this one. I love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with me.